breaking news.
Breaking news right now at noon. Family members tell Action News JAGS that this pregnant teen was shot and killed at an Arlington apartment just days before she was supposed to give birth. Neighbors tell us they heard dozens of shots fired in their apartment complex moments before. Welcome to Action News JAGS at noon. I'm Dawn Lopez.
And I'm Phil Amato. Action News JAGS first showed you video of officers collecting evidence at University Townhomes on Justina Road last night at 10 o'clock. They've been there for more than 12 hours now. That's where Action News JAGS' Beth Russo joins us live. And Beth, the teen's mother says that she was 9 months pregnant and set to deliver her baby this Friday.
And they arrived shortly after investigators left, or I should say before they left. This is where we saw investigators focusing their attention. This U-Haul truck that appears to have bullet holes in it. The other areas that they were giving a lot of attention is right down at the very end of the complex where Ayanna McGraw's family is currently removing some of her belongings from her apartment. This is 19-year-old Ayanna McGraw, all smiles at her baby shower. Now her family is wondering how the 9 months pregnant expectant mother ended up dead in her apartment.
My heart goes out to the young lady that lost her life this morning, and I pray that her family gets some comfort and closure.
JSO says they were called to the complex on Justina Road around 8 o'clock Monday night, where they found a woman shot to death inside. Neighbors tell me they heard a gunfire exchange and at least 25 shots.
And all I heard was something sound like a machine gun. It was several, gunshots, like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Neighbors have a clear idea of what happened, and it's not just because they heard the gunshots. Family tell me police tape, evidence markers, and crime are constant in the area, even though it's just feet away from bus stops and playgrounds.
It causes people to lose their lives over, you arguing about this and that and this, and it causes innocent people to lose their life.
This time, McGraw's family says it was their 19-year-old who was just days away from becoming a mother.
We send our condolences from this area to the family.
So we're keeping our distance from where Ayanna's family is removing her belongings from that apartment right now. But her mother tells us she believes that she knows who could be responsible for this, and she does want to share memories of the 19-year-old with Action News JAGS' Megan Moriarty. So that will have that all new for you on CBS47 Action News JAGS at 5. We're live in Arlington this afternoon. Beth Russo, Action News JAGS.
Let's take a live look now at downtown Jacksonville, where the First Alert Weather Team is tracking showers this noon. Action News JAGS' Corey Simmons in the First Alert Weather Center. And Corey, those showers will linger throughout the day along the coast.
And some of those moving into central Duval County, as you just saw over Action News JAGS' Beth Russo. Yeah, the rain is coming down, but it's not that widespread. First Alert Doppler HD, it has the color on it here this noon. As we zoom down into Duval, you can see there's not a whole lot here. There's this little narrow band of showers basically along the St. Johns River. There is Blunt Island as well, Arlington as well. Here is Heckscher Drive as it curves back toward Little Talbot Island. And this is really the only little shower activity that we have in Duval. This is headed for Gilmore at 12:04, and there is Justina Road School neighborhood at 12:07 as it's kind of drifting to the south. But this shower, it was a lot stronger just about 5 to 10 minutes ago, and it's kind of starting to go away. Those rain totals mainly along the coast today. Arlington 3/10 of an inch, and there's Mayport almost 6/10 of an inch of rain after receiving almost 6 inches of rain yesterday there at Jacksonville Beach. And there is that shower here on our Riverside First Alert Skycam network, looking back to the east and a little to the north. I'm going to time out the rain hour by hour through the evening commute coming up in the First Alert forecast.
You can take a look at radar and our First Alert forecast with you everywhere you go. Just download the First Alert weather app. It's free in the App Store.
Right now, Action News JAGS is working to learn how many people were in a car during this crash. Now, this is the intersection at Beach Boulevard near I-295, and you can see a car crashed into a fence right in front of this Dunkin' Donuts. First responders say at least one person was rushed to the hospital.
Covering Nassau County, where troopers say one person was killed in a crash this morning. It happened at US 301 and Otis Road in Briceville. Only one vehicle was involved, and the person who died was the only one in the car. Action News JAGS is monitoring updates from FHP. We'll update you as soon as we learn more.
Only on Action News Jax, the family of a local man shot and killed by a JSO officer outside of a local Walmart says their son was mentally ill. Action News Jax told you Friday when JSO says an officer killed Bruce Clark, seen here, after he sprayed wasp spray in the officer's face. His family says that he had been living on the streets and suffering from paranoid schizophrenia. JSO says that officers are trained to use deadly force in confrontations when the officer is incapacitated. Clark's parents wish that non-lethal measures had been attempted first.
My son is dead from a stupid bullets. He didn't have to be shot. That's all. It's just uncalled for.
Action News Jax is working to learn now how close Clark was to the officer with that spray when shots were fired. And this is that officer, by the way, his first shooting in his 3.5 years with JSO. Action News Jax told you Monday that JSO says that officer was not wearing body camera at the time. We've reached out to see how many officers have the device. JSO says that 891 officers and sergeants have been trained now to wear these cameras. JSO says that they'll keep training until all officers can wear them.
The Marion County man accused of killing his wife and 4 children faced a judge today. This is new video of Michael Jones Jr. in the courtroom. He was silent as the judge denied him bond. Action News Jax told you last month that Jones stayed in Mandarin for 2 weeks before being arrested. Jones was arrested in Georgia in September during a traffic incident. That's when he told officers his wife's body was found inside the vehicle. Investigators believe that until then, he pretended to post online as his wife so people would think she was just sick.
I didn't know my baby was dead.
May not know why, but we will do our damnedest to find out how it was done.
Investigators working to figure out a motive now. Jones's next court date is in November.
JSO wants to know if you recognize this man. They want you to stop what you're doing. Just take a look here at your screen. Police say that this man robbed a business in the River City Marketplace. He was wearing at the time white shorts, as you can see, and a black and white gray shirt here. JSO says that he stole several items and then got into a confrontation with an employee and implied that he had a gun. If you recognize this man, call JSO or Crime Stoppers.
Action News Jax is working to get answers for families who can't cook or take hot showers. The gas is off at Valencia Way, the former Eureka Gardens apartments, and it's unclear when it will be back on. Management says there's an issue with underground piping that needs to be fixed. We're following up today to see how long that will take. We'll update you on Action News Jax at 5.
If you're in the Mayport area, don't be alarmed if you see extra police or hear loud noises out there. Security drills started today at the Navy base. We're told that there will be an increase in emergency vehicles, slowdowns at the gates, and also simulated gunfire. Those drills will run through Thursday.
Covering Clay County, where the Board of County Commissioners will meet today. That's from 4 to 6:30 p.m. at the Administration Building in Green Cove Springs. It's open to the public.
Well, families living in one Jacksonville neighborhood say that rain causes flooding and they have to detour, trying to get where they're going. Jacksonville Beach saw about 5 inches of rain by the time Monday's storms finally stopped. A multi-million-dollar drainage project there that could help with the flooding has been delayed. The mayor says that weather and Hurricane Dorian caused those delays, and now the project could stretch into 2021.
Right now this noon, dozens of breast cancer survivors and people newly diagnosed are coming together.
Action News Jax Brittany Donovan shows us the special event to honor them and how one local mom is helping others after her treatment.
Inside this room are breast cancer survivors and women, even a man who are newly diagnosed. Today, we're learning about research trials that can help save lives, and the sport, they say, can make all the difference.
I was in shock, disbelief. I thought, no, she's got the wrong person.
Bernice Grossglass tells me those were her first thoughts when her doctor told her she had breast cancer. Then she thought of her son.
I want to see him married, and there's just so much for me to still see and do.
The Clay County mom is among 1 in 8 women who develop breast cancer over the course of their lives. She was treated at Mayo Clinic, and she says the reason this smile stayed on her face was her support system.
Just talking just helps you be at peace, just gets things off your chest.
That was the goal of this breakfast at Mayo Tuesday. Survivors and people recently diagnosed spending time together and sharing their stories. It's one push this month to support patients and survivors. But another goal, awareness.
Do your self-breast examination, because I did, and that's how I found it. I did my own before my annual mammogram.
Grossglass tells me catching her cancer early meant she was there for one of the most important days of her life, the birth of her grandson, Archer.
Organizers tell me they hope to make this an annual event. Ahead at 5, the message from Dr. Chumsry that she says can help save lives. Reporting at Mayo Clinic, Brittany Donovan, CBS47, Action News JAGS.
This week, DCPS will help students prepare for life after high school. They're hosting JAGS Goes to College Week. There are different themes each day, and the week ends with the National College Fair on Saturday at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. It's a free event, but you have to register ahead of time. JTA crews are working to improve and widen Collins Road. There are new pictures here of the progress they've made. Once that project is completed, there should be less congestion on the road, making it safer for drivers.
Well, maybe you've gone out to see it. Lots of folks have. The Coast Guard, though, is planning to remove this 51-foot sailboat from the shore of Atlantic Beach today. And this is video of the ship on the shore and as the rain was coming down yesterday. Action News JAGS told you when heavy rain and fog forced them to postpone removing it. Power outage forced its owner to leave it right there in the water on the sand Sunday. Action News JAGS is monitoring the Coast Guard's progress, and we'll bring you an update tonight on Action News JAGS at 5. Covering Putnam County now, where you can expect to see deputies in different uniforms. The sheriff's office says that the new uniforms cost less than the current ones, and they're designed to keep deputies cooler in the Florida heat. And if they help, and also to see if they help in times of fire.
Covering Columbia County now, where you can get a $1,000 signing bonus if you become a corrections officer. The Florida Department of Corrections is hiring right now, and the Columbia Corrections Institute also has open positions. Students who graduate from certain state colleges are eligible. You have to be 18 to apply.
From the Action News JAGS First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Corey Sima. A few showers on First Alert Doppler HD. I'm going to time out the rain through the evening commute, and a few areas we're monitoring in the tropics. That's next in the First Alert 7-day forecast.
The Supreme Court will take up a high-profile issue today, the question they'll answer about LGBTQ rights and the cases they'll look at.
What to watch, brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
A diplomat was expected to give key information to lawmakers today in its impeachment inquiry, but his testimony was canceled at the last minute. Action News Jax Washington, D.C. reporter Jackie Fell has the latest for us.
President Trump tweeting the State Department official, his ambassador to the European Union, Gordon Sondland, would be before a, quote, totally compromised kangaroo court. Democrats say the president is obstructing justice.
The President and Secretary of State are taking actions that prevent us from getting the facts needed to protect the nation's security.
Sondland was scheduled to appear before 3 House committees this morning to answer questions about his role in pushing Ukraine's president to open investigations aimed at the president's political rival, Joe Biden. Democrats want to ask Sondland about text messages that were revealed last week, revealing conversations he had with other U.S. diplomats. Republicans say they understand why Sondland was ordered to not show up.
It's based on the unfair and partisan process that Mr. Schiff has been running.
Sondland's attorney says Sondland believes strongly that he acted at all times in the best interests of the United States. In Washington, I'm Jacqueline Fell.
Today, lawmakers take up one of the biggest cases of the term. Justices will look at whether federal civil rights laws protect LGBTQ employees from workplace discrimination. Now, they'll hear 3 different cases from people who say that they were fired for being gay or for being transgender and wanting to transition. Experts say about 21 states have their own laws to protect people from discrimination. Having a federal law that provides uniform protections across the board is really important to making sure that we can live in any part of this country and know that our rights will be equally secure. The Supreme Court isn't expected to make a ruling until spring.
2 more businesses say they will no longer sell e-cigarettes. Walgreens and Kroger are ditching the product that's now linked to more than a dozen deaths nationwide. Other retailers have also taken action as the CDC warns people to stop vaping. Action News Jax told you last month when Walmart said it will no longer sell e-cigs. A new study also shows using e-cigarettes can up your chances of getting the flu. That's especially true for women. American family care doctors say using a vape disrupts normal immune responses to infections and weakens a woman's immune system.
Now, certified Jacksonville's most accurate weather forecast. Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
Some dark clouds here on the Action News Jax First Alert Skycam network. This is on top of the Doubletree on the South Bank, looking right at downtown Jacksonville. And look at those roll clouds here that we got over and just on the other side of downtown Jacksonville. And yeah, there's the Main Street Bridge over the St. Johns River. So here's the rain on First Alert Doppler HD. Most of it is along the coast this noon. We have this one shower. This is basically scraping across Duval. It's moving off of the St. Johns River, but it curves back all the way to the west side near the intersection of I-10 and the West Beltway of 295. So this is headed for a Douglas Anderson School of the Arts neighborhood at 1222, the Matthews Bridge at 1224, and then the Ed White High School neighborhood just around 1230. Down into St. Johns County, as we slide to the south, we have this shower is moving onshore near South Ponte Vedra Beach and north of Volano. This is going to be moving into the Slammer and Squire. That's at World Golf Village at 1242, and there is World Golf Village 1244 and Meldrum Park at 1253. Up into southeast Georgia and in Camden County we go. Another shower. This is mainly over Cumberland Island. This is going to be moving toward Amelia Island. Fort Clinch State Park at 1232, Old Fernandina at 1234, and Yulee Elementary at 1240. Just a few hit-or-miss showers for the rest of the afternoon. We still have that onshore wind, and that means, well, we could see a shower basically at any time. But it doesn't look like widespread rain like we saw yesterday. And then on Wednesday, still just kind of a showery pattern. We've got that east-northeast wind, so those of you along the coast, that's going to be the best opportunity for some rain tomorrow. That weather pattern actually dries out a bit. Thursday, just an isolated shower, and then the opportunities for rain becoming few and far between, just in time for the weekend and just in time for the JAGS game. We're always trying the tropics here in the First Alert Weather Center. There's one area, it's actually pretty close to home, but this is not going to be a big player in our local weather here in Florida. There is that yellow shaded area here. This is going to be moving up the east coast of the United States, and it looks like it's actually going to merge with this area too. So these, even though they look really close to us, not a big concern. And the same story goes with this orange area here too, out in the central Atlantic. This one, it may become a depression, but it's going to stay way out there far away from the United States. Scattered showers through this afternoon, and then that rain threat, it goes down through Thursday and Friday. Afternoon highs warm, but not bad, in the low to middle 80s. And then your weekend, which is always in view, does look a little on the warm side, but trending drier as we finally welcome the Jags back home on Sunday. Remember, you can download the Action News Jax First Alert Weather app. Just go to actionnewsjax.com and join Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish at 5 p.m. right here on CBS 47.
And Corey, speaking of the Jags, Action News Jax is your official Jaguars stations. Tune in on Wednesday at 7:30 on Fox 30 as the Action Sports Jax team takes a look back at Sunday's game against the Panthers on Jags Wired.
Don't know what to do with your child's old toys? Lego to the rescue. We're going to tell you how you can turn your child's old toys into another child's treasure. How to donate, coming up.
This week is Fire Prevention Week. JFRD says they'll provide and install free smoke detectors for neighbors who don't have them. That's only if you qualify and live in certain kinds of homes, like single or two-family residences. Just call 630-CITY if you need those detectors.
Well, today, Lego is launching a new program that will allow you to donate your child's old Legos. I have to do it, but without Dwight knowing about it. The program is called Lego Replay. Just ship your unwanted bricks back to the company, and they'll give you a free shipping label so you can get it to them. And then Lego cleans them up and gives them to kids and nonprofits across the United States. We'll be right back.
All new at 5 o'clock, drivers say their SUVs are stalling, but no recall has been ordered. Now you can take action to protect yourself and others. That's tonight at 5.
And just a couple of showers here for the lunch hour through the evening commute, with temperatures staying warm and a little bit of sunshine that we'll actually see, so that's good.
Yeah, I'll hang my hat on that, the sunshine, right? All right, have a good day.
Y&R is on next.